I honestly could not believe my eyes. Like, how dumb can you be? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Dutchy and welcome back to episode 2 of Dutchy's Diary. So today I'm tackling the so-called stereotypes of young people being rude and speeding and being hoons. Well, let me tell you, oh my goodness. Whew, I need to take a swig of water before I talk about this because this makes me rather angry. Before I start this video, before you start making assumptions that I hate the elderly population, middle-aged to elderly population, that's wrong. Don't even try and put me in there because I don't. I am simply just sticking up for my generation because far out brother and sisters, this is ridiculous. Like middle-aged to elderly people are always going on and on about how young people can't drive. They're always texting and driving, changing music while they're driving, speeding, hooning, going through red light, the rude generation. And I'm absolutely sick to death of hearing that because I come across way more adults who are doing these things than my generation and people my age. So I take the Surf Coast Highway to work and I experience that many adults, fully licensed people driving in the right-hand lane when there is absolutely no need. Like you're going 80 in a 100 zone for a start and you're stuck in the right-hand lane where I want to overtake you to, you know, get to work in good time and actually do the speed limit of 100, not drive at a slow pace of 80 kilometers an hour. I have never, and I'm not just saying this, I have never been stuck behind a P-plater in the right-hand lane for an unnecessary amount of time. If you want to overtake someone, pull out into the right-hand lane, pass them, get back into the left-hand lane where it's safe and where you're meant to be. Absolutely, I'm just so sick of old people saying, oh, young people can't drive. Well, old people, you're the ones who can't drive. You're staying in the right-hand lane. It's unsafe. I can't overtake. Anyway, that's just one example. There are plenty more. Another time I was on my way home from work and this angered me so much and is basically why I am making this video. It is literally the heart and soul of this video. I couldn't believe my eyes, honestly, when I saw it. So I'd pulled up to this intersection and basically it's a 4-way traffic light intersection. I was waiting to just basically go straight. Yeah, both right-hand turning lanes were green at the time, right? There is also, so I'm here, this is the Surf Coast Highway. Then this street here goes, like that one goes down to the beach. And then this one has like a primary school or a high school on it. So it's quite busy. This is at like 3:30. I finished at 3 and oh, it's probably about 3:15. Anyway, so it's green, cars going, turning right. And it's starting to bank up a little bit. And then it went orange and like this one car went. And if it wasn't so banked up like that, it would have been okay. But it was starting to get really congested there. So I was just watching this unfold and I was like, okay. And they did a really smart thing. They pulled over, because there's a pretty wide bit there, they pulled over into that bit so that the 2 lanes going on the Surf Coast Highway could go freely, or at least maybe just dodge a little bit, but they could have got past easily. The light turns red, and it has been red. It was not orange and went red, it was red. Lights go green for us. Some lady, and I kid you not, mid-40s, maybe early 50s, opposite me, right-hand turning lane, goes, oh, it's red now, I think I'll go. Absolute idiot, turns, oh, it's quite congested. She's literally stuck in the middle of the road. It is green for us, it was red for her. She has gone, she is stopping us from going, and I'm going, seriously, if I was the person in front of me, I would have tooted then. If steam could have been coming out of my ears, it would have been. But honestly, I just thought, how dumb can you be? You can obviously see it's congested. Well, first of all, you've gone through a red light, so why the fuck did you do that? Now you're like disadvantaging us. We literally can't get through. There was no movement in the congested bit. It wasn't like, oh, it was slowly moving, I'll just go, I'll get out of their way. No, there was literally no movement. There's a left-hand turning lane which couldn't do anything because there was absolutely no movement there. Then there's the 2 middle lanes going along the Surf Coast Highway, and then there's the right-hand turning lane. It obviously didn't affect the right-hand turning lane because it was red. But yeah, so the people next to us, they had no hope of going. Like, the person in front of me went and we kind of basically dodged it and just got through, like literally just scraped through to the other side. I was like, I don't have time for this. Like, your silly action has stopped a lot of these people from going on their green light. They're probably gonna bloody miss their green light now thanks to you. I honestly could not believe my eyes. Like, how dumb can you be? So that's that. I've come across, oh my god, just so many bad drivers. And when I say old, I don't even mean, or sometimes I mean like past 80, but then a lot of the time it's like 50 and 60-year-old men and women who literally can't drive, and they're making it unsafe for us on the roads. Like, honestly, I just can't wrap my head around how people could be so hypocritical. Like, they just jump on the bandwagon of teenagers and young adolescents are like the worst drivers in the world, when you're the ones that can't even drive. So you're not even setting a great example for us. If that's how you're driving, then you can't be so hypocritical. And now, when it comes to being rude, oh my gosh, I have never felt so much anger towards the adult population than I did last Friday night at the football. Goodness me, there are so many rude adults, and it just made me so mad, because when I was growing up, like, my parents taught me, even if I was moving past two people that I didn't even need to say excuse me to, I always do. I'm really polite with other people. I always have been. Please, thank you, excuse me, can I just pass through, things like that. Like, it's just normal. Anyway, so the footy match, the most aggressive form was the footy match had finished. Two of the girls and I were walking back to Jolimont Station, and obviously it's really busy. Everyone wants to catch the first train back to Southern Cross Station to get home. So obviously, yeah, it was really busy. But, you know, a simple excuse me isn't hard. Anyway, these, and I'm just gonna say it because I'm still mad about it, these old, fat, rude people were storming through. They were just trying to get through everyone to catch the train. Mind you, there was no way, they had no hope in hell. We got there fairly early and the train was already packed. Everyone was standing. We're three slim girls, we could not fit on there if we tried. Anyway, these fat old people storming through, did not even say excuse me to the girl I was with. They literally barged through. This girl is like small, like, she's not tall and she's not big, like, she's a small girl. And they literally just walked past and like, oh my gosh, I just was so rude. I couldn't believe it actually happened. And the friend I was with literally just got pushed to the side like that. Like, no sorry, no excuse me. I was just like, Grandpa, what are you doing? Honestly, there were just so many old people at the football that complain about, tell you to be quiet. Well, not me personally, but there were people, there were like families around us. There was a group of kids around us who were young. They were probably like 10 or 11, and they were shouting for their team because they got a goal. You know what happens at the football. And then one guy turned around and told them to shut up. Like, come on, mate, you're at a football match, grow some. I just think we are certainly not the rude generation. Obviously there are rude people in my generation, but far out. The amount of adults I've come across in the last week, and even at work, like, I work in a bloody supermarket. Adults, adults are by far the most rude when it comes to things. Like, every person I genuinely ask, how are you? I'm really kind, I pack your bags well, the least you can do is be nice to me and not let your stereotypes and expectations override who I am and who you think of me as a person. Far out. People are so rude. It doesn't take that much energy to be nice. I'm literally nice to everyone I meet, and that's how I've always been. What happened to you? Like, I don't mean to favor my generation. Obviously I'm going to be nicer because it is I am part of the generation, but I'll also acknowledge that, yeah, there are people in my generation who do hoon and do drive at unsafe speeds and things like that. But at the same time, in the supermarket, I can't say that I've served a rude customer who was my age. And I don't know if that's because we know to be nice to everyone, we have better manners, tolerate things better, I'm not sure, but far out. I am just sick to death of people people outside my generation hating on my generation. Thanks for watching this. If you do agree with me, then feel free to comment some of your stories down below, because I'm sure you have some. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!